it's not particularly good, is it?
No, it isn't.
It's, as you can see, a bit hazy.
500 feet cloud base, so it's a new walk in a beautiful area, and we're parked up on the main road to Keswick here, just outside Grasmere, and we're going to walk in this direction, Easedale Road, Goody Bridge, and then strike off across the fields here. You can see that when we reach at this point here, we've got a considerable climbing to do before eventually arriving at our destination today, which is Easedale Tarn. We then return a different way, arriving back eventually at Goody Bridge and back to the cars. So it's not particularly long, but there's a lot of climbing, so it's a fitness walk.
There are 10 of us today. It's not so nice, as I say. It's supposed to be clearing up later, but we're ready on the Helvellyn's up there somewhere, but that's as far as we can say so far. And so we've just come off the road, walked a little bit, probably half a mile from the cars down the road through the outskirts of Grasmere, and now we're just going into a walk that's obviously a popular one. It's almost got a metalled road on it, this, but the colours are coming out now. Autumn colours are here, and we're heading west now, I think, following the river Rothay, I think, and we're moving along the valley for now. So we're back on the road. We had a little bit of path and then we've come back on the road, but as you can see, we've got the lovely autumn shades now, and then there's a little bit of a entrepreneurship here that I think 4 pieces of flapjack for a £5 for walkers if you want it, and an honesty box. Eddie declined. So we're still walking along here. As you can see, it's very grey, murky, 2 shades of grey so far, a light grey and a darker grey, and then the hills have got a low mist on them. Crossing the bridge now, and there's a waterfall up there that you can just about make out. It's actually running quite fiercely. There'll be a lot of water in that.
Stop a minute.
And then discussion now as to where we're going and what we're doing. So we've just stopped by the river now, just by this little beck, for early 11s. We're heading up there, up the past the through the water there, and I've been advised that this building here is the farmhouse, which on the map has got quite a highlight on it of in particular writing, but it's a grade 1 listed building, which is rather strange for a farmhouse. But it's obviously very, very old, and has got some ancient features in it. And so there we are. That's a remnants of 11s down by the little beck. And it's a bit boggy and muddy and horrible here, so I've just had to sweep round a little bit. So the path, the well-worn path, because it's obviously very eroded, comes through some, look at these beautiful stone walls here, and then it's going, following that wall, that big wall there, and then up to the side of this cataract waterfall, call it what you will, and you can just about see it over the top there. That last bit, a little bit of light grey above the water as it starts coming down, and that's where we're heading up to the top of that. So we've come from the bridge down at the bottom there. You can see just by those trees. We've come alongside here. There's some water flowing down here now. There's been a lot of rain recently, and we've just got a little bit higher to go. But it's nice, and it's stopped raining, but we're still in the cloud, as you can see. So at the top of that little bit I just filmed before, keep moving up, and this is towards the top of the falls, I think. We're heading this way, and the Tarn is through the saddle there beyond the tree, I think. So stiff climb, but not brutal. And now we're getting right into the mist and the murk, as you can see. There are some bodies there making a way up. We're still alongside this rapids, waterfall, whatever you want to call it. But we can't be far off the top now because it's levelling out a little bit. So the tops of the falls are just starting there, as you can see. A bit of white waters and a little bit of rapids here. This is where it's levelling out all the way around here, and then going up there into the mist, which I'm guessing is where the Tarn is. Our path goes on this way. I've no doubt we'll meet up with it soon. Well, in classic "Are we there yet, Dad?" I thought the Tarn was going to be down here, but it would appear we have to go a little higher, past some more rushing water, to get up to the Tarn that's feeding the river. So we're heading this way upwards, and we suspect that that bit there is our way down later on after lunch. So as you can see, still making the way up the path, but there's the first bit of waterfall coming out of this Tarn, and this is our target for today. I'm going to get up here, look at the fantastic views, and then head down where the runner's heading now, down that path. That's where we're heading down from the other side of the Tarn. I can imagine in summer this would be extremely popular and afford some beautiful views. It's very nice up here, but unfortunately not particularly today. So here we are, and it's the view's changing now. It's spectacular mist. It's coming in. Fortunately, there's a lot of well-defined footpaths that we're going back down on. I think where those people are over there is the way that we're going to be going, on the path and down that way. Hopefully get below the mist line, and then it'll be lunch nearly. So we bid farewell to Easedale Tarn and its mist and its fog, what have you. And here is the start of the river rapids, and we're on stepping stones, so I'm not going to take pictures. So we made it down from up to the right behind this little hill here, wending our way down. It's got to a sort of halfway point where we're having a quick bite, and it will be a quick bite because the rain's coming in. A bit lighter down the valley now. but it's still not a brilliant day today. And then I think we're heading down this way, down an old bridle path that takes us down that valley and back down to Grasmere. So as we set off from lunch, it's started to lighten up a little bit. There's a little bit of sunshine, still a bit of cloud about, but you can actually see the tops of the hills now. And we've kept to a bridleway. I think we had a choice from the rocks where we were of either going down a steep part or an old bridleway, and we're following the old bridleway, I think, rather sensibly, because it's not easy underfoot, and there'll be some steep bits, I've no doubt. So we're going the sensible way, and it's actually got way markers on it with the footpath is marked. So it's brightening by the minute as we speak. This is where we've been, up at the top of there, and that's some of the views that we should have had, but it's picking up. Even Eddie's finding something to photograph. It's now turning into a glorious afternoon. We've been across the other side of that force there, up to the top of there, and not to the top of there, but it's been a nice walk, nice, adventurous but challenging. So on the other side of the bridge there's some those little bushes. We walked the other side of that to go up to the Tarn, to Easedale Tarn, which is at the top of there. That was the way we came out this morning, along the side of that wall there, and we've come back to the right of that peak there, and then to the right of this house, sorry, to the left of this house, and then we've just come back down the valley. Lovely walk, it's nice now. It's just a shame about the mist coming down and the rain and what have you, but it's been a lovely walk. Well, that might be a fitting way to finish today's show. That's where we've been, over there, the other side of those trees and up the valley, one way, and then back down another valley the other way. We're heading back now onto the Grasmere to Keswick Road, and we're in this line of cars that are parked on the left. So as you can see, it's lifting, but there's still some mist on some of the fells, and I'm sure Helvellyn's covered under there. But a nice day, good walk, very enjoyable, a bit challenging, but we've all had a good time. So hope you've enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next time.